What is up, you guys? It's your boy Ayo Fuzz with the Ayo Fuzz podcast. How we feeling? How we living? It's been a while. Yo, we took our little month hiatus. We, rested, relaxed, and decided to hit the ground running with one of the baddies that I know around the kick streaming streets. I don't know if you know who she is. We're going to introduce her right after a word from our sponsor. Again, our sponsor is Puff Perfections. If you guys haven't checked out Puff Perfections, please go check them out. Link is in the description down below. You can use anybody's code. Don't care. It's a good product. Enjoy it. Have some fun. And again, today, guys, we're going to be talking about some real shit. If you don't like real shit, I'm sorry, this isn't the podcast for you. We talk from the heart, and sometimes it can get real. It can get crazy. It can get real rough up in here. But again, guys, I appreciate you for coming through, rocking with your boy, having some fun on the YouTube streets, TikTok. Y'all have been blowing it up. I don't know what I did on the last one, but y'all blew that shit up. I don't know what I did right, but I did something right. Anyway, I digress from that. We're gonna play the song of the day here. It's from Jordan. I'm probably gonna butcher this last name, Adeltani. I probably screwed that up, but it's Kaylana. Hope you like it. Hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll get to our special guest right after this plays.
Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Tell this one could come in, it's okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here at the parties, right here at the parties. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm savage too, they can't disrespect you, I'll gladly shoot. I don't play about man, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come in. It's okay, like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here at the parties, right here.
Like I said, I have a baddie with me. I don't know if you're too familiar who this may be. It's Shaybarbi3. I don't know if you know who they are, but they are one of the baddest kick streamers I've seen on the platform. They are a mom gamer. They love to have fun. Come support in your chat. Throw some emotes. Have a good time. Play that Roblox, Warzone, Rec Room, Fortnite. Just chatting. You name it, they play it. Welcome on into the AO Fuzzy podcast. Shay, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi, Fuzzy.
How you been? Shit.
Good. Grinding as per usual.
I've been seeing it. I pop in when I'm at work and I'm like, oh, she's still streaming. or when I have a day off, I'm like, oh, she's still streaming.
Yeah.
No, but that recording room, man, that is a weird game. Rec Room?
Yeah. I haven't played it in a while, though. I've been on my Fortnite grind.
I was peeping those, and man, it was like GTRP.
It really was. Like, if you get with a good group of people, you could actually RP in Rec Room. It's hilarious.
The one time I came in, I was like, I don't know what is going on, but I think somebody just stole somebody's jewelry. Like, I don't know what happened. But here at the AO Fuzz podcast, we kind of like to start things off a little bit light.
Right.
I always like to ask this. And remember, guys, this is an adult podcast. We may say such words as shit, fuck, bitch, and any other derogative language that we might say in the podcast. So with that being said, girl, what's your favorite cuss word?
My favorite cuss word is motherfucker.
Motherfucker. That's a good one. That's classic. Classic, timeless. Mine was the C word, which was cunt. But it recently changed. I have like this revolving Rolodex of like curse words that change in my mind. Now it's bitch ass. I don't know why. Just bitch ass. Like something.
Like, bitch ass, motherfucker.
Bitch ass. Like, and it goes for so many things. Like, I had some boxes fall on me today, and I just yelled out bitch ass. Works. But anyway, we're gonna dive into this. What I like to do is kind of kind of get to know who you are, see what you're about, and let the people know where they can find you, what you can do. So when did you start streaming?
I started streaming, I want to say October of 2019. I started on Mixer.
Oh, Mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace. Rest
Rest
in
in
peace to
peace. Rest
Mixer.
in peace. I loved Mixer.
I did too. I
Yeah,
came at the dead end of Mixer when it was starting to die out, but it still was so much fun.
it definitely was fun. The vibes were like no other, and Kick reminds me of it. Like the energy, the vibes, how the Kick community feels like family. Like you don't get. I moved over from Mixer to Twitch, and when I got on Twitch, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Twitch is ass.
Straight booty meat. But hey, I'm not gonna knock it all the way because I met a lot of dope creators through it, and I built one heck of a community. They all came over to kick with me, so I love them.
I'm gonna say it right now. I hate Twitch. Twitch can suck my ass. I have a diss track out. It's fuck Twitch, and I mean every word I say in that shit. Because half the people I've met on Twitch are just the most fakest people I've met in my life.
It's definitely a lot of fake people.
They'd be like, oh, they look at your follower account and go, oh yeah, I can't stream with you. Like, what?
What? That is
What?
like the most stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. I get that, my Twitch account only had like 650 followers, but I worked for those.
Right.
And my CCV shows it, but okay, that's cool. Good to know. No, just people over there are weird.
Right.
It's just too clicky. I kind of like how Kick is, and Kick's kind of one of those places that it's kind of like the wild, wild west, but you end up finding your own like niche like area.
Yeah.
And it grows from there, which I like. That's kind of how
Definitely.
Mixer was, is you had your like niche streamers that you didn't really get the exposure, and over on Kick you really do get that exposure. Like they care.
Definitely do.
So anyway, we're gonna digress from the streamer talk, because we could talk till we're blue in the face about how they
Right.
tried to steal my money and say that because I wasn't an affiliate they weren't gonna pay me. I'm not gonna talk about that. This question again, like I said, AO Fuzz podcast, we go from the up, down, sideways, all up in between. It can have some weird questions, some crazy questions, some serious questions. Now, this question is kind of a little bit of a serious one.
Okay.
How do you balance authenticity within the streaming community?
Honestly, just you being you. Be yourself is the best answer I can say, because a lot of people, they get so lost into what other people are doing, and then they try to do what the other person is doing, and that fails for them. Just be you. Be your genuine, authentic, real. Like whatever you bring to the table, own that shit. Like it's not meant for you to be like a top, like the big dogs or whatever that you see in your head. Because a lot of times we lose ourselves at looking at someone as being so big that we're trying to be like them. You need to start looking at yourself like you're that big dog. Like stop trying to fit yourself into someone else's bubble.
And that's the best piece of advice I can give somebody is, like, I had to kind of learn that lesson, because I was one of those people. I'm a people pleaser. That's something I've learned, that in this streaming space you can't be.
Right.
You can't always try to be friends with everybody and help them out with every single thing in their life, because they are going to use you and they are going to abuse you, and it's an unfortunate thing.
It definitely is.
But in that situation, I've learned that you can actually grow from that. You can learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be a different streamer, and that's what I am. I always tell people when I stream, I just want to have a good time. I don't give a crap about subs. I do not care. Subs are great, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I just want you guys to vibe, have a good time. You don't have to say shit in my chat. just have a good day, because at least I'm making you smile by me being a gutter tier gamer. Because I know you and me both have had some fail moments in streaming when we played some games.
I've had a lot of fails. My community clips the hell out of me in my fail moments.
I have multiple ones. And speaking about failures, what is one of the biggest failures you had in life, and how did you overcome it?
Not going back to school. Like, I was so close to like getting my bachelor's degree, which hey, I am going back to school. So like, hey, woohoo. Fuck that failure. We're going back. But yeah, I chose to give up on that and chose a different route, and that route kicked me in the ass. And hey, I'm in motherhood. Woohoo. Taking in the things that my mother said to me as a kid. I ran away from home instead of trying to understand what she was trying to do for me. I just wanted to have fun. I'm like, I graduated. I gave you my diploma, woman. What more do you want from me? Instead of taking in what she was trying to do for me, I ran away from home. And that was like one of my biggest regrets. I took it as like she wanted me to be her, and I did not want to be her, like miserable and like constantly work, 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 work. I'm like, okay, mom, in between it, can I have some fun? I just gave you my diploma. I graduated. Here you go. I want to enjoy the summer. No, instantly after graduating, she was like, okay, now you finna get a job. Now you finna do this, and you finna do this. I'm like, I don't wanna. So I feel like that was another big failure for me, not hearing what my mom was trying to do for me. She was trying to set me up for the real world, and I still just wanted to be a kid.
You know, sometimes we kind of got to go down that rough path to learn something that, you know, kind of like the path we wanted to go down. We chose the other one, but now we know what the other side looks like. You know what I mean? I did the same thing. I dropped out to take care of my family, and that was one of my biggest failures I've ever had. Was I should have stuck with it. I'm going back, which is great, but you know, it was one of those things where I wish this is good. See, I told you we get real on this shit. And I don't know if you've heard the last podcast, man. Me and Exclusive Melody, shout out to our Exclusive Melody, dude, we got deep. We were both crying in the Discord. I had to cut out like 45 minutes of the episode because we just sit there crying. But, you know, I just wish my family would have stepped up and took care of both my grandparents. But I'm happy that I did that for my grandparents. You know what I mean? Because I hope somebody does that for me in my life. You know, I did kind of the same thing, but I had half my body out the door, half my body in the door, if you know what I mean. Because I was there for my grandparents. I knew what the real world was like because I lived it. 18, I was out there, you know. But I wish I would have kind of stayed home more. Like, you know, like I stayed underneath mama's roof a little bit long. You know what I mean? Just still a little bit long. But you know, no, I get it. I feel you 110%. Like I get it. Now this is a little bit of a streamer question. How do you handle technical difficulties during streaming?
Oh my God. Those are the worst. Those are the worst. I've had my capture card go out. I'm like, you bitch ass mother. Mid game? Are you fucking serious? So it's like, hey chat, hold on a moment while I fix this bitch ass motherfucking thing right now because it want to tweak out on me. I've had my stream cut out on me, like I had to start stream over, and I'm like, I leave a little message in the chat, y'all. Refresh in 5 minutes. So it can be frustrating when you have those moments, but you just gotta laugh at that shit sometimes. Really, you just gotta laugh at it. Even I've had someone host out on me, like a huge host of 100 and something people, and my stream just was like Bitch, fuck your host, and went out. You just literally have to laugh at the technical difficulty moments because you're gonna have them. It's not one streamer alive that can sit up here and say they ain't never had a technical difficulty. They're lying if they say that.
I had one last week. My shit went from crispy, beautiful 1080p 4K gameplay, just beautiful, no problems whatsoever, to the most choppiest, blocky 1 frame per second, like off a laptop.
Your shit became
No, off of a laptop you got from like the bargain bin at Piggly Wiggly. Okay, like it was bad. and then I get a host, and I'm like, this is what I bring to the table to them. They can't even understand me right now. They getting every other word. Hello? No, that's what they were getting. It was giving. It was giving 1 frame per second. And it was all because my computer decided to do its graphics update and all of its defragging and virus scans all at the same time.
Yeah, that's another end. I think my craziest time is where my stream sounded like straight.
Oh, that was
static.
funny. Your microphone was on some shit that day. I remember that. I was like, oh, turn it off. And then it fixed. I remember that day. It would fix itself for a little bit, and I was like, okay, it's fixed.
I was like, is the poltergeist coming through
and
my
then out of
mic?
nowhere, it was like, I was like, they're communicating. But we've all been there though. Like we've all been there with those. Do you think? And this is another weird ass question. Do you think that Kick is going to last?
I feel like at the rate it's going, I feel like it will. Like, out of all the platforms that I've been on, Kick constantly updates us about pretty much everything. Andrew and Eddie, every Saturday, they're giving us information as far as the platform, what's to come, what's next, what to look forward to. They've been working their ass off, and the platform is only still in fucking beta. So by the time this shit get out of beta, it's already to me, I feel like this is the best platform. I feel like it's not going anywhere.
Well, I don't know if you know about this, but I'm gonna leak it anyway because it was already leaked. I didn't leak this shit, okay? If you go to your browser and you type in next.kick,
I know, I already have it.
Ooh, peach that update. Ooh, that shit is crispy. That shit is crispy. I'm like, release it. Release it, please. You can finally see like what they're streaming like on the homepage. I'm like, I'm tired of looking at thumbnails.
Right. I love it.
But no, like, and I was like, as soon as they release the mod view, and like, yeah, when like they listen where like Twitch doesn't listen.
Yeah.
Like we asked for like, hey, can we get some more like AI moderation? Within 3 days, done.
It's done. And then even with meeting Andrew in person at DreamHack last year, awesome ass man. Like him and Polly, they both listened to all of us motherfucking streamers who was just fucking excited to meet them in person. Like they definitely took in everything that we were like, okay, this is maybe this will help with the website. I mean, the platform, and I love this platform. I really do.
We definitely need to run it up in Warzone one day.
Hey, just let me know.
We need to run it up in Warzone.
I'm asked, but
maybe so.
You know
what? I'll play Fortnite, but I'm gonna let you know right now. Fortnite, I get toxic and aggressive.
Hey,
it's bad. I turn into instead of Ayo Fuzz, I turn into like, I don't know, Rakisha No. Like it's bad.
That is so funny. I called somebody in my community Rakisha before.
No, it's one of my friends says that to me, and I'm like, you're right. No, you're right. It's coming out. Like I got to bring that hood back. That hood's got to go back into the cage.
I think that makes two of us because I'm Shaybarbi, but when I play Fortnite, I'm like the most I'm not the way I am is I talk sexual. My whole community is freaky. So I'd
Oh
be
yeah, oh
like
yeah, we facts.
like everything is practically freaky. I'm gonna be like, yeah, go ahead and bust that nut on me. That's how you heal. Those are shields. So hey, we could be nutty together in Fortnite.
I'm just saying. So the last time I was in, I was like, I think it was like a week ago. You were streaming. I think you were streaming. No, you were streaming Fortnite. Like yeah, it was like last week. And somebody was just spamming ass clapping emotes, and I was like, damn, where'd you get them from? And then I looked at who it was from. I was like, oh, those are yours. Oh,
Yes, I have nothing but freaky emos, freaky everything, freaky commands.
I was like, damn. Alrighty then. I think the best one you have is that eggplant one. I'm sorry, that shit makes me laugh every time. That eggplant one, and then the dude swinging the pickle dick. That shit is
Oh.
hilarious. That shit makes me laugh. But this does bring into a little bit of a spicy question.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you listened to the last podcast that I did, but I talked a little bit about my background in the adult industry. I did it with Sin. Shout out to Sin X. Talked a little bit about like where I kind of grew up and the jobs that I had and the things that I did.
Mhm.
And now this question, I told you it's a Harlotry question. Now, do you like it thick and girthy or skinny and long?
Thick and girthy.
Queen after my own heart. Just saying. Just checking that off on the whiteboard right here. Thick and girthy count. Mm-hmm. I had one person that shall not be named that said they liked it skinny and long, and I went, oh,
Wait a minute.
oh,
Wow,
skinny and long. Oh, that's hitting the back of your like tailbone or something. I
They're
don't know.
trying to tap all your heart, like
They're trying to tap your upper lung, like. Mm-mm. So this next one is it's one of my like weirdest questions that people always have like a weird answer for it. What is the weirdest smell you've ever smelt?
I would have to say um a chicken, a dead like full chicken. Like my great aunt, she used to have us go chase chickens in her backyard so that she can like snap their neck or whatever and cut and clean
Ooh,
them in the sink in the
ooh.
kitchen. And I'm like, I would never eat the chicken. Like I would never eat it because it's like I'm up here watching the thing die. I'm over here smelling its stinky ass feathers. Like, yeah, that would have to be the weirdest. It was just disgusting.
Yeah, that's one of the weird smells. Mine, the weird smell that I've ever smelled, and I still tell my baby cousin this to this day because I helped raise them.
Mhm.
I was pretty much their surrogate father till 6. They still call me before they call their dad. It's hilarious. And my cousin, he let out a fart, and I kid you not, it smelled like apple pie.
What?
And I was like, how is that possible?
What?
You didn't have any apples. You had carrots. How? And mind you, I was shocked that I was smelling this, but I was also disgusted.
Yeah,
So
that's different.
that's
That is definitely
that's one of the
different.
weirdest smells. And also, it could have been that, it could have been the bleach that I used to clean the house, but I don't know. It was one of those things where I was like, why am I smelling apple pie? But like specifically McDonald's apple pie.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the apple pie. That's what I was smelling. Makes no sense. Speaking about streaming, what is one of the cringiest things you've ever done on stream and regretted doing?
I would have to say the one time that I accidentally hit the go live button and I did not know I was live. I was butt ass naked. Like I did not have I had a stocking cap on my head. Like I was getting ready to stream, but I I did not know that I was already live. It was like the funniest thing. I hear alerts going off like, what the fuck? I was so fucking embarrassed. They're like, "What? Why you leaving? Keep streaming." It was so bad. So to this day, like a solid 5 people have seen Shaybarbi, but as a naked on stream. I deleted that VOD so fucking fast. And for the longest they were like, "Well, Shay, I know what your nipples look like." Like I hated it. I hated it. But yeah, that was like my most.
That's a good one. Mine is like PG compared to yours. I accidentally, because I was doing some editing for my stream. I wanted to make it look a little different, look better.
Mhm.
And I accidentally hit the go live button. I was in a tank top and boxer shorts, walking around, coming back to my computer, just letting everything just swing out. I have never deleted a VOD so quick in my life.
Oh my
I
god.
even contacted Kicklit, and then what's the other one that you can download your VODs from? I'm like, delete it from your servers.
Right. This is like awful.
Oh god, I was like, I watched the instant replay because I have a recorder on my PC to record my VODs.
Mhm.
And you could just see it was, yeah, it was out. Yeah, somebody saw that. It was a good 10 people up in there, all quiet as fuck.
Yeah, I had
Just enjoying it.
That's crazy. I had 2 people literally tell me, "Shay, I love you, but I cannot come in your channel anymore." Respectfully. It said, "Respectfully, you have a husband. I cannot come to your stream anymore." I was like, "Okay, thank you."
Respectfully.
I said, "I appreciate the respect."
So this kind of jumps into streaming and talking about our failed equipment. What is some equipment and software do you recommend for new streamers?
Um, Starting up as a streamer, I would not use Streamlabs. Like Streamlabs fucked me up so many times on streams. You're better off using OBS. OBS is you're basically a good friend of yours in the streaming world. It's like the best one to use. Um, that's like the main software that I use to stream, honestly. Outside of my capture card.
So for me, I would say OBS definitely. But I would also say invest in a good microphone.
That too. That
Get yourself even Timu got some good shit. Okay. But like the Fin, a good condenser microphone will take you a long way.
and a good camera. A good camera.
Hmm.
A lot of people think they're supposed to go for the priciest camera, but you could get a decent camera, a decent Logitech camera at a reasonable price. You don't have to spend
I
over
got
400 and all that. Like
It's
starting
ridiculous
out.
too.
Mhm.
You see the prices on those things?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. There was one, and I can't remember the brand, but it was like $4.99, and I'm like, for what?
Right.
Get yourself a Razer Curio. It record 1080p video. That's all you need. You don't need a cam that's doing 4K. I'm sorry, you don't need it. And unless you're doing outside stuff, you never know. But I digress from that one. This next question we gonna ask: can you share a memorable moment from your streaming career, like one of the coolest, memorablest moments you have in streaming on Kick?
um, the coolest memorable moment I have on Kick is getting verified in my stream. I was playing Fortnite, having a good ass time with my entire community. I was doing community games. Um, and they were like, "How's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, yeah, I'm good. How are you?" And when I saw that it was a Kick staff member, I just poured out my whole little heart. I sure did. I was like, I love streaming. I love this fucking platform. I've never been on a platform that appreciates us as creators, our time put in, and the fact that I was helping so many people also help them hit affiliate. That's something I still do to this day. Um, and it was like, well, oh, I think the final thing I said is I am on the grind to get verified. It was my first week on Kick, and it was like, boop, refresh your page, and my check mark was there. I cried, I bawled, I cried because to me, in my eyes, I thought that was partner. It's still a W moment for me on Kick, even though it wasn't partner. I got my verified within a week. That's my
That's what's up.
most memorable moment. That's my top one. I have several.
Shoot. My most memorable moment is kind of a funny moment. It's when, so I got a baby kitty. Now, mind you, I didn't want to get a cat.
Mhm.
Okay, I had a cat that passed away that it wasn't my cat, but when I moved over here 5 years ago, it kind of became my cat. He just kind of bonded with me and we became bros. When Riley passed away, it was like, I don't really want to get another cat. Like, I don't want another cat. And I ended up getting this cat kind of dropped into my lap from somebody at work that was like, I needed to go to a good home. Like, we have to give away these kitties.
Aww.
Like, I needed to go to a good home. And I went in there to go check out the cat to see if she was healthy. And her name's Lola. She bumped me in the face and like did that little headbutt.
Aww.
And then kind of fast forward about 2 months, I had her in the room sleeping. I started streaming because she'll sleep for about 3 hours and I can do a good stream. Was not paying attention to her, right? And she straight jumped in the air, landed on me, and did a headbutt and cuddled up to me on stream. I was like, well, gotta end stream, guys. The cat wants the attention. It was one of those like memorable moments for me. Like, well, that's in a clip forever that I'm gonna have that of her. But yeah, I have weird memorable moments like that. All my other memorable moments are like on the other platform of me like falling out of my chair and dumb shit. Like my chair broke in half.
It broke in half?
I flew backwards, like straight, like it was out of a cartoon.
I've definitely had my fall out of the chair moments on stream. It's like those times where you try to sit down fast and your chair's like, fuck you.
No, mine snapped straight in half. The metal snapped.
Oh, wow.
Like,
wow.
I was legs in the air like a pretzel.
Oh, Lord.
Like, that's what happened.
You was assuming the position.
I was assuming, even though I don't do that position, but might try new things. It is 2024. Well, it's actually going to be the end of it soon. God, this year has flown by. How do you stay up to state? Oh my God, let's try that again. How do you stay up to date with trends in the streaming industry?
I don't.
Period.
The only trend I stay in tune with is myself. I set my own trend. I focus on me and my goals. I don't be looking out to what other people are doing.
That is what it's.
I'm like one of those people that be so surprised. They be like, "Oh, Shay, you knew this was going on." Oh no, when did that happen? I'm like one of those types of individuals because I don't keep up with everything. I think I keep up with the things that matter versus like what other people are doing.
Yeah, that's the same thing I do. As I kind of have my little small circle of people. I don't really keep up with the Twitterverse like I used to.
Right.
I don't care what be going on with Joe Schmo over in Waffle Land.
Right.
Ain't got time for that. I don't got time for that. It's too much negativity, too much craziness. And speaking on negativity, how do you handle negative comments and trolls when you're streaming?
Well, I am a troll myself, so when a troll comes to my stream, I I give them their energy that they give me. So it's like if you come in and you come in with a paragraph and you ain't even say hey, I'm like, well, you fucking bot. You have a nice fucking day. Okay. We got places for motherfuckers like you. And my mod is so in tune with me, he just instantly bans them. So we don't, it's like, that's my positive way of handling trolls. Like, I give some the benefit of the doubt. Like, I wait. If you come in and you speak, and then directly after your first line you hit me with a paragraph, I'm just gonna smile and I'm gonna wish you a good day. But if you come in and you hit me with that paragraph first, I'm gonna troll your ass back and then you're gonna get banned regardless. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. This the same thing, or I kind of feed into the trolls a little bit. I had one come in last week, and was talking all sorts of crazy to me, and I was just like, if you're gonna be talking to me like this, at least pay me first.
Right.
Like
Those
I didn't know I was an at will dom service.
Now those type of trolls, the ones that come in and they be like, they say something freaky or something to me, because I already talk freaky. Those I go back and forth with, and it'd be so funny. I'd be like, okay, I'm done playing with you. You have a nice day. It's a section for you, hot tub pools and swims. Go there.
It, the mod team that I have with me that kind of just is always lurking in there for me, I will start giving it back to them. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll be like, "Oh, they're gone."
That's how I be. It'd be
Well,
so
damn.
funny. It'd be so funny. I'd be like,
Damn.
damn, I was just about to nut. Fuck.
like goddamn. This next question I got for you is: what is something that everybody looks stupid doing?
Something that everybody looks stupid doing.
Mm-hmm. I got mine. I'll let you say yours, but it's one of those weird things when you start thinking about it.
That's an interesting question. I never thought of a question like that. Like,
so I'll give you mine real quick. Let you think. Mine is cleaning your ears. Have you ever looked at somebody cleaning their ears?
oh my god,
They just look like they are having a conniption fit.
that is so funny because my husband looks at me like a crazy person every time I clean my ears out. It's like having sex. It's just a good feeling. And once you start, it's like you cannot stop until you get
can't.
it all.
Yep, you can't stop.
For me, I think it would be. I think it would be crying. Everybody makes the most ugliest, craziest faces when they cry. Nobody looks good when they cry. I don't think you're supposed to look good, but
no,
people just look so crazy sometimes. Like, some people look like they're laughing. I don't know.
Like, I cried. Oh god, I think it was my first time I hit affiliate, and somebody gifted me subs. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been gifted like that. Like that's just not me. That's that. I always tell people like, don't do that. Like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I looked back at the VOD and went, that's how I look like when I cry? Oh, damn. Oh, man, I feel bad for everybody around me. I look just tore up. But
those would be the funniest. It'd be our. I just recently started back looking at my VODs, and I'm like, those are the faces I be making? Okay, maybe we need to work on our facial structure.
No, there was one time that I was watching your stream, and you made this face when I said something, and I was like, either I made her mad, or she thought it was funny but didn't know how to react, or she is just done with my ass. Like, I was so confused by the facial expression that you were making, where I was like, I don't think I should talk to her for a couple, maybe a month at this point.
That's the one thing I have no control of. I wish I could, but my facial expressions be like so on point sometimes, and I'd be like, "Stop it!" I have to tell myself to stop it.
I was like, damn, you gave me the look like I just dropped your pudding. I was like, damn, shit. It's that mom look. You gave me that. I was like, oh, I said something wrong. Yep. To my corner I go. To the lurking corner I go. We just go keep you tabbed up. We can keep the volume on. We just go keep rocking. No, but diving a little bit into family. What does family mean to you?
Family to me means everything. My mother raised me and my siblings. I have two sisters and two brothers by my mom, and she's always raised us to, have each other's back because we don't know how long she's gonna be here. So she always raised us to have each other's back no matter what. Even if we feel like we cannot talk to the other sibling and stuff, still at the end of the day have each other's back. I don't know majority of my family. My mom kept it so tight that all I know is my siblings for real. So rain, sleet, or snow, even if I'm in the worst pain, I'm moving for my sibling. That's all I really have is my siblings outside of my kids and my household. So family is everything. I feel like I wouldn't even be in a space and place I'm at right now without my family.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's I also have this analogy as family is what you make of it.
Right.
Um, you might not be blood related to the people. I had to make my own family because
That too.
being the person that I am, being of the LGBTQ plus IA subscription plan, um, I had to find my own family. My dad disowned me. He didn't want anything to do with me. My mom didn't understand it, because she's so old school. Yes, she was a free spirit. Yes, she understood that kind of. She had the looking outside type hourglass thing.
Yeah.
Like she knew it was there, but she chose not to really acknowledge it. So
Mhm.
I had to make my own family. I had to make my own friends. I had to make my own peers. Um, Later on in life, I learned that, and this is something I really haven't really shared on the podcast, but my mom did have that heart to heart. My dad had to have that heart to heart with me, where he said, I just didn't know how to go about it. And back in his day, you didn't talk about that.
Right.
You didn't say it, you didn't mention it, you didn't do nothing. And it was the same thing for my mom, and my mom has come a long way. She was a maid of honor at her best friend's wedding. So she's come a long way, and I appreciate her for that. But it's one of those things where I tell people, like, I have a streaming family. There's people that I fuck with. They know I fuck with them. And if they ever needed something at a drop of a hat, I would everything drop to help.
Right.
That's just because that's the type of person I am. And this next question kind of gets people into trouble.
Hold on.
it gets it
Before
gets
you, before you go
it
into
gets
your next question,
yeah.
I first and foremost, you better work. That's what I say to anybody that's LGBTQ. That's something I've said to my brother since we were kids because my brother, he's part of the LGBTQ. And I will always whoop somebody ass about him. I've always been that way. I love my rainbow people. Um, I'm happy that your family had that your mom and dad had that heart to heart with you because back in those times, yeah, it was a lot where people didn't understand or they had to throw the Bible and all that other shit into that. So um I'm happy just that you had those conversations with your parents because that's a different type of pill when you when you're going through something and you don't have your parents. Of course, it's nice to have your other family too, because I feel like we all as streamers, we or individuals have our other family outside of our IRL family. So I'm happy you do have a second family that you can talk to about things that you can't talk to your actual family members and stuff about.
Yeah, now I would say with my mom, it's very open. The only thing that my mom was concerned about was, and again, I keep it 100. She was like, "I don't want your booty hole to stretch," and I'm like, "Mom, I'm not, Mom, I'm not a bottom, I'm a top." And I had to have that conversation of like what a bottom is, what a top is, to my mother,
Yeah.
and she got it. But it was one of those things. She's just like, I want you to be protected and all this stuff. I was like, Mom, like I had a drag queen that I worked at a bar with that kind of took me under her wing and said, this is what you need to,
I
protection,
love
this,
drag
that.
queens.
Like, love her to death. Love her
RuPaul's
to
Drag
death.
Race is my favorite show. Like, me and my mom, we will binge the fuck out of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, okay, so from season 10 and below, I love. Okay.
Yes.
But the new seasons, I'm
I
like,
haven't
what
seen
am I
none of the new
watching?
seasons. I'm sorry. I will repeat the old ones. I have not watched none of the new seasons.
Don't watch the new season because I feel like I'm watching Big Brother Celebrity Apprentice Drag Race.
Oh wow.
It just feels so weird. But yeah, it's one of those things, and I like to tell people that are listening to the podcast, this podcast is a mental health advocacy podcast. If you are ever in need of talking to somebody, reach out to one of your best Judys. They are there for you. Even if you don't think they're there for you, they are there for you. Trust me, there's always somebody that's out there. And remember that you are somebody special. You are somebody's smile. Never forget that.
Right.
I digress from the seriousness. Now, like I was saying earlier, this question gets a lot of people in trouble.
Okay.
Because I know me, and I can come off a little aggressive at times. What is your first memory of me?
My first memory of you. My first memory of you. That's a good question. We're gonna have to come back to that question because I'm really
We
trying
come
to think
back to
about
that one. Because some people, they say like, oh, it was you being a dumbass in my chat and I thought I was going to ban you. And then turned out you were a good person. And then, it's one of those things where I like to ask the question.
I don't think you've ever been a dumbass in my chat, though.
I've said some dumb shit.
You might have said some dumb shit and I may have not taken it as a dumbass thing because I have nothing but assholes in my community. So it's like the Playhouse language is be asshole. Like so I may have not taken it as you being an asshole.
I think the first thing I ever said to you was throw your ass in a parallelogram.
I remember you saying something about throwing my ass.
Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I said it. And it was just me being my gay bear self, trying to hype a sister up.
Yeah. The first thing you've ever said to me is that I'm a baddie. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely remember that.
It's a baddie. That's a baddie right there. You watch out. She will get you when you least expect it. She'll get you when you least expect it. I'm gonna be scared going to that DreamHack walking around you. You might Steve Austin me. I'm kidding. You wouldn't do that.
The funniest thing you saying that DreamHack last year was my very first ever convention, and the way people looked at me was like, I'm like a few people walked up to me like I was Nicki Minaj, and I'm like, that's not me. I'm Shaybarbi. And people thought I was either shorter than my actual height or they thought I was smaller in shape. And it was like, Shay? Because on the first day, I had on baggy clothes. But the second day, I wore my clothes like that fit to me. And it was like, Shay, now I know you had ass, but I ain't know you had ass. Their reactions was so fucking funny.
No, I remember seeing some photos, and I was like, "That's Shay? Damn, we could have dated."
Oh my god!
No, I remember we was in the DMs. I was just making sure you guys were having a good time, making sure you're staying safe. Because I'm that person. I hate it. It's the Pisces in me. I can't get rid of it. I want to make sure everybody's okay. Make sure you're doing good.
Yeah.
So if something happens, like here's my contact information. Let me know. I can help you out because I don't want you to be stranded somewhere.
Right.
And thank goodness I'm that type of person because I met a lot of people that have been in bad situations that are now on up and up and doing things in life that I'm happy they're at where they're at.
Right.
And I just remember that I was like, "You okay?" And you was drunk as hell on that stream. Girl, you was gone. And I remember you going, "Fuzzy!" I was like, "God damn, girl, like shit, you let the whole people know in the building next to you, everybody." Damn. And I remember Ellis just looking at you like, what is she talking
that
about?
was so funny because Harley was trying to definitely making me drunk. She was like, here, drink this. She was like, drink this.
No, she was feeding y'all drinks. There was no food involved. It was liquor. She was feeding y'all. I just remember you Sugar and everybody there. I was like, yo, they aren't right now. They ain't even gonna make it to the club. Shit, the club is where they're at right now.
Definitely W memories.
Yeah, that was fun times. I remember that, and I was like, damn, I missed this. Like I kind of shot myself in the foot for not doing it, but working where I work and being a manager, it's one of those things where, man, I just can't take time off.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like I gotta schedule that.
Ask
like,
you, were you going to DreamHack this year?
I want to, but it's looking like I'm not gonna. Because 2 of my district managers are taking time off at that time, and guess what? That means I'm doing shit. Low man on totem pole. Soon not to be low man on totem pole, but that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it out to at least 1 year. I've told myself, if I don't do it this year, we're doing it next year, whether it's Dallas or whatever it is.
Right.
Like I'm going because I do want to meet I do want to meet Paulie. I do want to meet Eddie and Santa Maria, and just shake their hand, talk to them, and say thank you, because like this platform has given me a voice that I really didn't have.
Yeah.
And I didn't really realize the power that you hold as a streamer. I really kind of took that shit for granted, and I think a lot of us take that shit for granted. We don't realize the reach that we have.
Yeah.
And the people that we can affect in a positive light.
Yeah.
But yeah, that DreamHack was wild. I was living vicariously through all my friends sending me stuff. I was just like, y'all are going crazy, but I love it. You need that at least once a good year, I say. Go have fun.
Definitely do.
You need to do that.
It was definitely a good vibe, especially meeting everybody that, hey, you be chopping it up in their chat so much, and then actually meeting the person in person, like definitely W vibes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Speaking on that is everybody that I've met, from streaming and in the streaming space, in real life, they go, dude, you're the same person talking to me behind a camera that you are in real life. You are just cuck nuck and kiki. You cuck nuck and kiki, and I'm like, that's just me. Like,
yep.
I'm not putting on anything for anything. It's just me.
Right. A lot of people thought I was gonna be different, opposite. And they were like, Shay, there's no fucking way this is how you act for real in real life. I'm like, I don't put on a facade. Either y'all gonna love me or hate me. Kiss my ass.
That's how I'm. Like, people are either gonna love me or hate me, and it is what it is. This other question I have, it's a little bit of a weird one, but I like to ask it.
Okay.
How do you manage your time between streaming and your personal life?
It's easy, because I feel like my personal life is nothing, honestly. I'm sorry to say it like that, but yeah, me being a mom, I set a good strict schedule. Being a wife, I have like a strict schedule. I make sure they have everything they need for the day. I make sure dinner, clothing, households good and all that. And then I have my streaming schedule, which I bounce off of their schedules. So I know once my daughter walks through the door at 4, hey, little one, you know to take your shower. You know your snacks are already ready for you in the fridge. You know, get your controller, play your game. Mommy's streaming. As far as my husband, he gets home late at night. I know to have his dinner, his beer, and 9 times out of 10, he's going to do his own little thing. And my schedule is pretty easy, honestly. I've been doing it so long that it's like a breeze.
It's like second nature, huh?
Yeah.
It's like second nature. Yeah, it's one of those things that I was kind of fascinated by. Like, I know it's a weird thing to be fascinated by. I'm like, how do people like do it? Because I took care of, like I said, both my niece and nephew, and I was struggling. I was like, do I have time to sleep? Do I have time to get something to eat for myself? Like, that's why I know I'm like, yeah. Thank goodness I'm part of that mafia, because man, I don't need a kid. Because I'd be, you look at me and be like, are you good? Like, do you need food? Like, that's how bad I'd probably be toothpick running myself ragged. But no, that's awesome that you've kind of created that security and that blanket. You know what you're doing. He knows what he's doing, and it's a collaborative thing being parents. So that's awesome.
Yeah. I think
And
the best thing as a streamer is having that set schedule. That way you don't get overwhelmed by things.
True. Yeah, me not having a set schedule, I need to create a schedule.
I think
I need to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I need to stick to it. No, I need to stick to that schedule. You're right. I need to start sticking to that schedule again.
I think a lot of streamers that stream like all over the place, those be the most frustrated streamers. They be so frustrated. They be like, "Well, I'm not getting this, and my views aren't here, and all this other stuff." They pay attention to the wrong things, and they get so frustrated because they don't have a set schedule. So they feel like nobody's in their streams because they stream so randomly that nobody knows when they go live outside of a notification.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get that set schedule again. You watch this next month. I told myself, and I had a conversation with Shug about this, and we were talking about it, and she's like, with your crazy work schedule and everything, you only have 2 hours to just stream it, if that, before you got to be back into work. And I was like, yeah. So we worked it out to where we're gonna be doing Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. Because, that's about the time I could probably get home. and hit the ground running. But the other, I have about 2 more questions for you, because I'm not going to keep you too long. When are you most yourself?
When am I most myself?
Mm-hmm.
That question got me like stuck because I'm like, I'm always myself.
it's one of those things where it's an open-ended question.
Like I'm
When are
literally
you most
always myself. I don't switch it
like?
up or have a crazy persona or something. Like I'm always myself.
And with that question, I'm gonna
I
preface
don't
it
think I have an
by
off button for myself because sometimes I feel like I can be a bit much for people sometimes because sometimes my husband be like, "Okay, babe, it's enough," because I'm so goofy and I'm a very playful person. So sometimes I have to hit my off button because I'm always me.
mine is in the shower. I turn everything off. It's my recharge time. Basically what I was trying to word that is when do you find time for yourself
For myself,
to turn
to
everything off and just
unwind,
recharge. Yeah, that's what I
unwind.
meant to say.
That would be my soaks at night. I love to soak in Epsom salt, bubble bath, have my scrubs, and my favorite drink, which is a Kool-Aid jammer. And I just be chilling in the tub watching Netflix. I be with some of my little Netflix shows, and I just be relaxing. Sometimes I fall asleep in the tub, and hey, that's okay. That's my little space.
Yeah, mine is in the shower. I put it on scalding hot because I don't know any other temperature. But like burn your skin off.
Yeah, set it straight to hell. Hell setting.
That's basic, yeah, hell setting. And then I like to put on, and I know it's weird because it's kind of counterintuitive, rain sounds.
I love rain sounds. That's how I
But
go to
it's
sleep at
water.
night, I swear.
That kind of regrounds me or resets me and goes, you know what? No, we're good. We're chill. We didn't have a stressful day at work. We didn't want to punch out the new employee and catch a case, even though I wanted to.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Rain sounds
that's
are
the one
so
thing.
peaceful. I love listening to rain sounds. I listen to rain sounds faithfully every day.
I found rain sounds and whale sounds together.
I listen
Interesting
to
combo.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I listen to rain sounds with jazz combined together.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Very nice
So
and relaxing.
that's relaxing. That's not, but just put on a candle. Oof. Anyway, I'm already thinking about what I'm about to do later with a margarita. Um, but first and foremost, I have to say thank you so much for being you, your authentic self. Sharing stories, coming on the podcast. I know a lot of people are really afraid to do these types of things. I just want to say thank you so much for being you, for always keeping it real, coming to the streams when you can, having a good time, and just always being down, to be a vibe and just hang out, have a good time. Because that's what streaming is about, and making those connections. So I want to say thank you for that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The last question I have
Mm-hmm.
is a very hard question for you.
Okay.
And it stumbles people all the time on my podcast. You have 3 minutes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Self promote, talk about yourself, let them know where they can find you, talk your shit, cuss somebody out, say whatever you want to say. You got 3 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay. I am Shaybarbi. I am a mother of 3 beautiful kids, 2 girls, 1 boy. That's where the 3 in my name is inspired by. It's not an E, it's a 3. Shaybarbi. I know some people like to say Shaybarbi with a 3, but it's Shaybarbi. The E is a 3 in representation for my kids. You can find me on just about anywhere with Shaybarbi. That's SHAYBARBI3. No, don't spell it with an E because that is a transgender. Nothing against her, but I'm not a trans. Yeah. What else? I stream mostly every day. Some Sundays I do take off stream. I do play Fortnite, COD, Roblox, Rec Room. Um, any fighting game. I'm into scary games. I love my horror streams. And we're gonna have plenty more of those once I get this PC goal knocked out. What else? I just like to have a great time. I've created a space where people can genuinely just be themselves. My husband is military, he's in the Air Force. So I definitely support military individuals in general. So if you're a military streamer or whatever out there, hey, let's link up. Let's play some games. Um, I do help every year around close to this time. I do care packages or I do something for homeless individuals. So I'm finna actually get ready to set my goal up for that. So if you would like to donate to that, my links are all in my channels. My kick is Shaybarbi. Same way, Shaybarbi3. You can find me. You can get to know me. You can know more about me through just coming through my streams and just vibing with me. And thank you,
And that,
Buzz, for having me. I truly appreciate it.
you know what it is. You know I always got your back, even though we don't talk on the daily. Shit, even the monthly. I might say a couple things in chat, but I don't know if that's really talking. But no, it's always a vibe to catch your streams, guys. If you guys want to check that out, go to kick.com/SHAYBARBI3.
Yes.
Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Check them out on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Links will be listed down below as well as the stream. Again, thank you so much for being here, having some fun. Rock with your AO Fuzz in his kick streaming streets. We also gonna say one more thing. I hope your invisible dick isn't sad no more.
You saw that?
Girl, I see your tweets. Don't think I don't.
Oh my gosh. Every week I try to put something funny on Twitter. I be trying to throw people off. I be like, yeah, just go to the comments and you'll see.
Talking about my visible dick is sad. I'm like, damn, girl, what's wrong? Who hurt you?
It's so sad because you didn't suck it.
Like, and then it's like, because you didn't suck it. And and then I was gonna reply because I'm one of those weirdos that's gonna reply. I'm like, how can I suck something that ain't there? Is it a ghost dick? I was gonna say that, but then I was like, she might take that the wrong way. I don't want to be posting something like that.
Oh my god!
You know,
I
just
was
good vibes into the
waiting
universe.
on someone to comment that response because I was gonna have the perfect gift for them.
Shit, I might comment on it later. I might comment on it later. You might get that. But anyway, again, guys, appreciate you being here. Shay, appreciate you being here. Tell the fan band I say hello.
Definitely.
Remember, you are somebody. Remember, you are somebody special. You are an amazing streamer. And again, guys, check out the vibes. An underrated streamer on the platform, I have to say. I don't know why you weren't partnered. Just saying.
Can I say
the vibes are real. What's up? Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Never stop being you. Don't let no one change you. If you feel like someone is trying to change you, then you need to cut that person out of your life. They're no good for you. Never stop being yourself and don't let no one down you or downplay you. You're awesome. You're someone special. You matter. You're beautiful. You are loved.
I just hit my air horns and realized you can't hear those.
Huh?
I just hit my air horns because that's facts. Facts. I was sitting over here bashing my air horns like I'm streaming. Sorry. That is factual information, and I know shit. Me and Shake has talked till we're blue in the face about shit that this happened. But anyway, we ain't gonna do that because that's just not us. We ain't gonna do that. But no, that it's facts. Never change who you are for anybody that's around you. Be your authentic self. And if people can't fuck with you like that, then you don't need them in your life. You don't.
100%.
If they keep questioning on things you doing, they ain't people you need around. Now, granted, having yes men around you ain't a good thing. You got to have somebody tell you, hey, yo, that shit you did last week, I don't think that's a good idea.
Right.
But no, having people in your corner that are authentic and real, that's always what is up. You one of those. I know if I said something, you would come to me and be like, yo, Fuzz, shut your mouth. And I'm like, okay, yes, I didn't do nothing. Just don't give me that mom look on stream. I swear, I'm gonna be straight and narrow. But y'all have a blessed night. We'll see you in the next stream. Till next time, it's your boy Fuzz signing off. See ya. Peace.